Hey! It's currently 12 o'clock and we just had Blizzard from Dairy Queen. I feel like peeking. Anyway.
I'm gonna shit myself.
Just farted. Okay, anyway.
So what's up? It's your boy. No, I'm just kidding.
Stop!
Anyway, I'm back and I'm at my friend's house. My best friend, her name is Natalie. She's a piece of trash. Anyways, so we thought of doing something fun because like
I seriously thought about doing it for a second. Roaches! Ew.
So today's topic is going to be gossip.
More like just annoying or embarrassing things. Embarrassing things we've done at school. Because I only have him in 6th period, but we're full on crackheads at that time. So. Is it watered down? Yeah.
Oh! You missed
so
it?
Rude.
Like you missed it before we made this video, like 2 minutes ago, we had like a farting contest.
Oh yeah. That's pretty great. One of my embarrassing stories is my sister is on the soccer team, right? And I'm friends with like her whole soccer team. We were all at Dairy Queen, right? Well, this one particular girl and I, we'll just say her name was Megan. We went to the Dairy Queen bathroom, and you know what she said? She said, let's have a pooping contest. Whoever poops first and finishes gets $10. But, so I won, of course, because I had practice. But her mom walked in at one point, and she was like, what are you doing in here, girls? And she said, oh, we're just having a pooping contest. And I was like, yeah, Miss Megan's mom, we're having a pooping contest. She said, oh, I'll come back later. And then she ended up telling the whole restaurant what we were doing. So,
Oh my God.
I don't ever want to go back to Valdosta, Georgia again because of... Ow! Ow!
I hit myself too. Anyway.
Which one of yours?
So, it was about kindergarten. And I had just started school.
Oh, I have another kindergarten.
And shut the fuck up, I'm trying to say my story.
I have power over you.
Did it land in your hair?
No.
Oh, that would have been so cool if it went in your wasp nest. Anyway, apparently I liked this really ugly girl. Let's call her Susie. And she was at the water fountains one day. And I was like, let me just go up and say hey to her.
Demonetized.
And instead of me going up and saying hey, I kissed her on the mouth while she was drinking water.
You're nasty.
She spit the water in my face, slapped me, and I got detention. And I was in kindergarten.
You're nasty. You're really nasty. So there was this boy in my kindergarten class, and we'll just say his name was like Jacob.
That's my brother's name.
Said Jacob boy and I were sitting next to each other, and he was like, he was really weird. There was nothing wrong with him. He was just really like weird and awkward, you know, like I am. And we were sitting there, and I was like talking to my friend, we'll call her Peyton. She was talking to me, and then he like grabs my face and just like starts talking to me. And there's a split second where I could feel his spit land on the inner, like, inside of my lip. And I was like, I put Germex in my mouth. I put Germex in my mouth.
I swear to God, I have not pet your dog in an hour, and his hair is still in my mouth.
What were you doing with that? Anyway. Stop!
Why do I get so scared? Oh, I gotta fart.
Don't fart on camera, we'll get demonetized.
Okay. Get way back in.
I wish I had. Tell another one, 'cause I really want to punch you right now so hard. Go! Go! Go!
I'm a 9th grader. We're both 9th graders. I was in Spanish.
I know where this is going.
Everybody was quiet. We
we were on Quizlet,
Shh.
and we were like listening to our vocabulary. And she's like, tomorrow pudding.
Tomar apuntes, por favor. Just say silencia. Anyway, we're speaking.
Sacan los libros.
Yeah, sacan los libros.
Yeah.
Sacan los libros, por favor, no teléfonos.
Adios teléfonos.
Yeah, we're getting off track. I was just sitting there, like, studying my vocab for the test, and I would...
Go.
And I was breathing, like, normally, and for some reason, when the class was dead silent, I said... and I snorted so loud, and the whole
Keep
class...
in mind that we have like 2 separate classes merged together, right? Well, not right now.
Not anymore, thank God.
But our normal class, just started busting out laughing, and the other class was sitting there like...
Because it was like their second day, and they were...
But I'm like diagonal from him, and we're both in the front row, so I was just staring at him while he was staring off in space, and he just goes... I'm
like, there's no way I could have planned it. I was literally staring off into space, and then I said...
Jacobs was literally like...
Miss Jacobs.
He literally said that.
She said... And she actually did that, and everybody busted out laughing, and I swear I didn't mean to do it. Like, I know I do a bunch of stupid stuff on purpose.
Anyway. Oh, yeah, wait.
Let's move on to your story.
Okay, this doesn't have to do anything with school, but when I was like 6 or 7, I lost my first baby tooth. I did not realize what was going on, and I took a bite of like a Tootsie Roll or something, and yanked that sucker right out, and I was like... I started screaming bloody murder. Like when we got home, because we were at some car dealership or something. We got home, I took out the puzzle glue that we used to glue puzzles together and said,
"Put this back in my mouth right now."
So you know what they did? They peeled it out that Tootsie Roll and popped it right back in my mouth. It lasted like 3 minutes because that puzzle glue tasted like acid. So I was sitting there, tears streaming down my face with this baby tooth half hanging out my mouth. And I'm like, until I realized I could make money off of it, and I started peeling them out every day. So I had like no teeth for like a month.
Oh my God, you're a teeth peeler.
Ew, what?
You're a teeth peeler.
No.
Instead of a drug dealer, you're a teeth peeler. Let me ask you guys something. So basically, when you take out your tooth and the tooth fairy comes and brings you money, are you basically like dealing your teeth?
Basically, she probably uses them for like...
She probably eats them like in that one Teen Titans episode.
Probably.
Da 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 da. That's what he said. He goes on da 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 da. Anyway. Got any more spooky stories?
Oh, I have another funny story. So we were in my biology class, we'll call her Miss Ace. We were sitting there and she was trying to teach us this lab. Well, she just happened to have an expo marker in her hand. And you know, B was sitting in front A, or like row A, right in front of H. So he was talking, he would not stop talking. So she said, B, be quiet, and threw the expo marker at him. And he had his mouth open, and it went, oh, into his mouth. And he kind of like just sat there with it in his mouth, like, yeah. And, Miss B was sitting there like, we were all just like,
you were doing something. She can't even tell stories.
you're gonna have to blur out her name.
It's okay, I'll probably cut it out.
Okay, well, and then I started busting out laughing. And H was like 2 seats behind me. And he was like, well, he had to go home because it cut the inside of his mouth.
The expo mark?
Yes. Like the lid part. She also popped a raw egg on a student once. On accident.
Do you know something funny? While you were talking, I farted.
I smelt it too. I was like, what? No.
I have a story. So one day, I was in 4th grade. I had this friend, let's call her Miss Jackson.
Sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh. That one TikTok sound where he's like, I'm like, stop. We are sinless children of God. End of story.
I had a friend in 4th grade. Let's call her
Lucy.
Lucy. She was a satanic occult bitch.
I'm gonna leave. I might head out.
I farted again. Anyway, she was very satanic and occult for attention, and she was obsessed with killer clowns, and she would draw very.
Did you hear that? Okay, go.
Anyway.
Like a spasm.
I went to her birthday party one day, and I went in her room. I don't know why. And she had killer clowns dressed in bikinis all over her wall. And I wanted to shoot myself. And then I was on the trampoline, and I was sitting down like this on the trampoline. And this kid fell on my back as he was jumping. And I went, boom, and I got the wind knocked out of me, and I cried.
Okay, so I was like 10 or 11, and I was at my uncle's 4th of July. Good. I was at my uncle's 4th of July party, right? And he had a huge trampoline, and there was some kid I didn't know that was jumping with me. I just happened to lay down on the trampoline, and at the same time he jumped over me, and his foot, like the ball of his foot, like right here, landed right in my eye socket. So I thought I lost my eye, so I ran screaming to my mom. I said, Mommy, Mom! And I was like,
It was fine, wasn't it?
Yeah, I just couldn't see for like an hour. I thought I popped my eye vessels. I was like, Mom!
Story time! Oh my god. Okay. So. I blinked. Oh, okay. So, one day, I was in school, I was in math class, and I was just sitting there listening to the teacher speak about algebra, and I felt something in my eye, and I kept trying to get it out, get my hair out of my face, fix my eyelashes, look in the mirror. For the whole day, I was like in pain, it was irritating me, and I just wanted to shoot myself.
Pain makes me happy.
The next day, I went to the nurse's office. I asked her what was wrong with my eye, and I made her look in it, and I popped a blood vessel in my eye. So I popped a blood vessel in my eye, and it took like a week and a few days to sink back.
I have a creepy eye story too.
Tell them, they'll know.
So in 5th grade, I went to this like camping trip, right, for my 5th grade class, and we weren't a very like rich family. We were like middle class, but we were towards lower, because my mom hadn't gotten her new job yet here since we lived in Washington. So it took a while to get all that money for the camp, and I was like, okay, well, I'll make this worthwhile. Well, guess who got a sinus infection blockage that ended up draining out their eye? Me. So I figured this out. We were looking at the pond for turtles and like different kinds of like animals, and my eye started to get all cloudy. Like, it wasn't too bad, it was just like a little like twinge right here. Okay, well, I said, Miss K, can I go to the bathroom, please? She said, sure, and then she pointed to me where the bathroom was. I had to like open it, and then I tripped because I was like half blinded. So I looked in the mirror, and there was like this little white thing like right here. So I was like, okay, well, maybe it'll go away. So I took like ibuprofen and all that, because it's the only medication they could give me legally. And I went to sleep, and I woke up the next morning, and it was just dribbling out my eye, and I was like, it was like green pus just dribbling out my eye, and I couldn't open my eye. It was like glued shut.
It was like snot.
Yeah, like, because I had a blockage right here. So I was like, okay, well, I need to have Miss H, who was my teacher at the time, take me to the doctor. Well, the only doctor that I had was a tiny little pediatrician's office, because we were on an island in Seattle, And I was like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? You know what they gave me? Midol. They gave me Midol, which is for period cramps. So I had to have Midol do nothing for a whole 2 more days. And once I was finally able to go home, I had a pure eye infection because nobody did anything for me.
Yeah, I'd expect you to.
Yeah,
How'd
so
you get
when
your eye back open?
I had to wet it. I was sitting there scrubbing for like hours. And when I finally got home, my mom was like, so we had to spend like another $15 to get saline eye drops for my eyes. Different like eye drops for me at the doctor's office, which was like another $50. I didn't even get to do anything that whole camera trick. I was stuck in the cabin, so I didn't get anybody else sick.
I have another eye story.
Yeah, I was stuck there the whole time.
So me and my 2 cousins, this is at our old house, and we were playing with silly string on my trampoline, and you were just like, yeah, I didn't get to finish. We were just spraying silly string, and it was around Easter, I think it was, and then we let it dry, and it dried up for over a week, and we went back out there, and we played on the trampoline. I landed on my stomach on the trampoline, and a piece of the dried silly string got in my eye.
Of course it happened to you.
Here was the problem with this. It wouldn't come out at all. We tried eye drops. I tried picking it out with my fingers.
That is so unsanitary.
I tried putting it under the shower and letting the shower hit my eyeball, which was
painful.
I can still do it to this day though, and it not hurt because I did it so long. It's so crazy. And
I know another
so
story.
I had to go to the ER, and they had to.
I have 2 stories.
They had to my eye. What is it called? Power wash my eyeball. And yeah.
Okay, I have 2 stories to tell in a row. So my first story is, it was summertime.
Wait, can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
I need to drink.
Yeah, I'll tell the story about myself.
Okay, she's gonna tell you a story while I go get a drink.
Wait, it was like summertime in Washington State. It's on my bed. On my bed. Why would my phone be underneath my bed? And it was like freezing, but we still had a pool because I love swimming. I was always an aquatic child. So I was swimming with my sister, and we had this pool noodle, right? And we take turns like blowing water out the other end, you know? I just happened to look inside the tube because I was gullible and fell for my sister's little trap. And as I looked in there, she blew pure chlorine water up my eyeball and down my nose. I ended up having an eye infection for like who knows how long. So like, that's pretty great. My second story is, I was like 8 or 9, not even, maybe like 6 or 7. And we had these little doll packages that you'd get at Target. They were cheap, so my mom would let us get them every time we went. And they had like little rubber dresses and everything, and tiny, tiny little pieces that a 7-year-old should not be accessing, especially me. Anyway, we were cleaning and it was like rainy and we couldn't do anything, and my sister was sad, so I was like, you know what? I should probably try and cheer her up. And my mom was like just down the hall, so mind you, she could hear everything. Hey, Samantha, look. And when we were cleaning, I picked up this tiny little doll shoe. And it was like plastic hard doll shoe. And it was bright blue. I stuck it up my nose, just like right here in the entrance. And she began to laugh, so I began to laugh while it was still stuck in my nose, mind you. So I decided to be the dummy I am, and I went, and I inhaled it so far down, it stopped like right here and I couldn't dislodge it. So you know what I did? I went to the doctor. Well, first my aunt she drove over there and tried to give me CPR. So I was like, okay, well at this point it's not coming out. So I had to go to the emergency room, took this long wooden chopstick. You know how they like do swabs up your nose? Well, they had a longer one. And they stuck it down there and just shoved it down my throat. So I felt myself swallow it for the next 2 weeks. My mom had to look at my poop to make sure that I had like digested the doll shoe. Now I know never to mess with doll stuff again. So, PTSD. taking a dump. Did you take a dump? Mine's probably taking a dump. This video is almost 25 minutes long.
It's okay, there's gonna be a lot of editing. Oh no, it went crooked.
Yeah. Just like my life.
How long's it been crooked for?
Like 5 minutes.
Hold on. Can you retell?
No.
Retell.
No.
Just so it's
No.
not crooked.
No. 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 No.
Why?
Because I don't want to. It doesn't matter. It wasn't even that crooked to begin with. It's fine. Mine's probably taking a dump.
Okay, it was fun. Now you have to die. Okay. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of us being crackheads. I'm pretty sure we're about to pass out. But
now we're about to watch a horror movie.
Thank you so much for watching this video. And thank you so much for my friend Natalie Anyway, have a good day, night.
Homosexual.
What the freak? Oh. Okay. Make sure to follow my social media down below. I will link her social media down below as well.
Don't follow him.
Yeah, don't follow me. I'm a gross, ugly pig.